What if I told you that most people are actually overqualified for their jobs? Despite having the skills, experience, and education to do much more, they're stuck in positions that don't fully utilize their potential. What's really behind this disconnect, and why are so many people settling for jobs that don't match their qualifications? Stay with me until the end to uncover the surprising reasons why so many are overqualified but underutilized. Today, we will talk about why most people are actually overqualified for their jobs. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. The education boom. Over the past few decades, earning a college degree has shifted from being a rare achievement to the norm. It's now expected that young adults will pursue higher education and more people are graduating than ever before. However, the growth in high-skilled job opportunities has not kept up with the surge in graduates, leading to a mismatch between education and available career paths. As a result, millions of highly educated individuals are finding themselves in jobs that don't require a degree or utilize their advanced knowledge. The statistics highlight the scale of the problem. Since 2000, the number of Americans holding bachelor's degrees has increased by over 45%, yet high-skilled job growth has only risen by about 20%. This widening gap between education levels and available job opportunities has created a domino effect, putting pressure on the economy and making it harder for graduates to find meaningful, well-paid work. For many recent graduates, this mismatch leads to a harsh reality check. After investing years of study and accumulating substantial student debt, they often end up in entry-level positions that fail to take full advantage of their expensive education. What was once viewed as a guaranteed ticket to career success has now become the baseline requirement just to enter the job market. This shift has left many feeling frustrated and uncertain about how to use their degrees effectively in an increasingly saturated workforce. The gap between education and job availability also has long-term implications for economic growth, innovation, and job satisfaction. As more and more graduates struggle to find roles that match their skill sets, the potential for underutilized talent grows, limiting overall productivity and slowing down progress in various industries. Companies want safe hires. Many employers today ask for degrees even when they're not truly necessary. They want people who seem responsible, trainable, and less risky. It's not always about the job needing complex skills. It's about companies wanting to feel safe in their hiring choices. This phenomenon, known as credential inflation, has transformed the hiring landscape. Jobs that once required only a high school diploma now demand bachelor's degrees. Positions that used to ask for bachelor's degrees now list master's degrees as preferred qualifications. HR departments have increasingly relied on automated screening systems that filter out applicants without specific credentials, regardless of their actual abilities or experience. The result? A hiring process that values documentation over demonstrated skill, creating artificial barriers for talented individuals without traditional educational backgrounds. Meanwhile, degree holders find themselves taking positions far below their qualification level simply because the credentials have become a baseline requirement rather than a distinguishing factor. The real-world consequences. This mismatch creates profound psychological impacts. Research shows that overqualified workers report higher levels of job dissatisfaction, decreased engagement, and higher turnover rates. When people can't fully utilize their abilities, they often experience what psychologists call cognitive underutilization, a state of mental frustration stemming from the gap between capability and opportunity. Some industries are particularly affected. In retail, approximately 25% of sales associates now hold bachelor's degrees despite these roles traditionally requiring minimal formal education. The hospitality sector has seen a 30% increase in degree-holding employees for positions that primarily need soft skills and practical experience rather than academic knowledge. People need paychecks, not titles. Sometimes it's not about the perfect job. It's about survival. People take whatever jobs they can to pay bills, support families, and stay afloat. It doesn't matter if they're overqualified. A paycheck is a paycheck. The financial pressures cannot be overstated. With the average student loan debt now exceeding $37,000 per graduate, many can't afford to wait for the perfect job match. Monthly loan payments, housing costs, and basic living expenses create immediate financial needs that override career aspirations. Economic downturns exacerbate this reality. During recessions, highly qualified individuals often accept positions well below their skill level simply to maintain income stability. Many intend these situations to be temporary, but as months turn into years, what began as a stopgap measure becomes a career trajectory. For immigrants and international professionals, the situation is often even more pronounced. Language barriers, licensing requirements, and credential recognition issues frequently lead highly skilled foreign workers to accept positions far below their qualifications. Doctors driving rideshares and engineers working retail are sadly common scenarios. The trap of staying too long. At first, people tell themselves it's temporary, but years can fly by. The longer you stay in a job you're overqualified for, the harder it can become to move up. Skills can get rusty and opportunities can pass you by. This career stagnation creates a vicious cycle. As time passes in an underutilizing role, your resume begins to reflect your current position rather than your capabilities. Employers looking at applications may question why someone with advanced degrees or skills has remained in a lower-level position for extended periods. Meanwhile, the professional connections and networks that might lead to more suitable opportunities gradually fade. Industry knowledge becomes outdated. Technical skills deteriorate without regular application. What started as a temporary solution gradually becomes a career-defining limitation. Research indicates that for every year spent in a position for which one is significantly overqualified, the probability of moving to an appropriately matched job decreases by approximately 8%. After 3 years, the chances of escaping this pattern drop dramatically. Breaking free: solutions to overqualification. Despite these challenges, there are strategies to break free from the overqualification trap. Skill maintenance: actively preserve advanced skills through side projects, freelance work, or volunteer opportunities that utilize your full capabilities. Strategic networking: maintain connections with professionals working at your true skill level, even while employed in a less challenging role. Targeted professional development: focus on acquiring new, in-demand skills that complement your existing qualifications and make you competitive for appropriate positions. Entrepreneurial ventures: consider channeling underutilized talents into independent business opportunities where credential requirements don't apply. Industry pivots: some sectors value skills and experience more than formal credentials. Identifying these fields can provide new pathways to appropriate level employment. Organizations also benefit from addressing overqualification issues. Companies that create advancement pathways for overqualified employees report 34% higher retention rates and significantly improved productivity. When businesses design roles that fully utilize their employees' capabilities, everyone wins. The bigger picture: economic implications. The overqualification epidemic represents a massive inefficiency in our economy. When human capital isn't properly deployed, productivity suffers across entire sectors. Some economists estimate that widespread skills mismatch costs the U.S. economy over $150 billion annually in lost productivity. This situation also creates social tensions. As education costs continue to rise while the practical value of degrees appears to diminish, many young people question whether traditional higher education remains worthwhile. Trust in educational institutions and conventional career paths erodes with each generation of overqualified workers. The truth about being overqualified. The truth is, being overqualified isn't just a personal problem. It's a sign of a bigger mismatch in the economy. If you feel stuck or undervalued, you're not alone. And it's never too late to look for a role that truly fits your skills and potential. Remember that your talents and capabilities are real even when underutilized. The challenge isn't your qualification level, it's finding environments that properly value what you bring to the table. Sometimes this requires creativity, persistence, and thinking beyond traditional career pathways. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.